Hi, welcome to Techie Book. Today we will discuss about ArrayList versus LinkedList. It is very important Java interview question from collections. So we will go little deep dive into the ArrayList versus LinkedList. So whenever we create a ArrayList, the element data will be empty. The size equal to 0, capacity also 0. After first add, the element data will be occupied with capacity of 10. This is internal data structure of the array list is array. So capacity is 10 and we have added first element. So size is 1. And linked list, whenever we create a linked list, the head will be there. Upon the new elements will be added. It will be keep adding the data to that node. So insert that first. I have array list. Before it was A, B, C. Whenever we add element at the beginning, we have to shift these elements to the next place. Here A will be there. A is moved to here. So B is moved to here. C is to here. The shift operation will be very costly. That's why the time complexity will be O of n. In place of linked list, we no need to shift the data. We just have to create a one node. This node to be pointed to the head. So time complexity will be of 1. Inserting at middle. So same case, whenever we insert data into the middle, again the shift operation should be 1. So time complexity will be O of n. For the linked list, same time complexity will be O of n. Why? Because to insert the element in the middle, we have to find an element. So to finding an element, it is first complexity of O of n. This is how we will place a no element between linked list. So whenever we are inserting at end, so time complexity will be of 1 for array list because we no need to shift the elements here. We are directly adding the element at the end. And linked list also, there is no such operation. Sorry, for linked list also, there is no iteration operation. Then it will be of 1. Both the cases, we will get the best time inserting at the end. Read or update. Whenever we are reading the elements from the array list, it will be of 1. Why? Because it is reading the data based on the index. In case of linked list, we have to traverse the elements one by one. If we found the match, then only we can get the data. So whether reading or updating the data, we have to traverse the elements. So here time complexity will be of n. When we come to delete at first. Whenever we are removing the element from the array list, so here A, B, C, D is there. We are removing A. So each element is moved to the previous position, then the time complexity will be of n. In case of linked list, deleting at first, the time complexity will be of 1. Why? Because we don't need to traverse the element. So deleting in the middle or the end, the time complexity for array list or linked list will be same as of n. Why? Because shifting operation in array list and searching operation in linked list. Deleting at last. Deleting at last, definitely array list and linked list will do the same performance of 1. Why? Because there is no iteration here. And also, we can directly go to the tile and we can remove the element in place of doubly linked list. If it is single linked list, then we have to traverse the elements. So, time complexity for linked list, single linked list is of n. For double linked list, it is of 1. So here, the complexity comparison table. For insert, linked list will do better performance. For read and update, array list will do the best performance. And again, deleting, linked list will do better performance. For memory point of view, array list high efficiency, linked list is low efficiency. Backed by continuous array, it only stores references to the objects. The only overhead is the unused capacity in the array. For the linked list, every single element is wrapped into the node object. Each node stores the data references to the next node, and references to the previous node and object header. So a linked list can consume 2 to 3 times more memory than ArrayList, the same amount of data. So in this case, we can clearly tell ArrayList has better performance. To summarize, if your primary operation is read access, better to go with ArrayList. Your primary operation will be insert or delete, go with linked list. So add or remove mostly from the end. If you're adding or removing the elements from the end, better to choose ArrayList. If you are deleting via an iterator while traversing, better to go with linked list. So we already discussed memory point of view, array list will give better performance.